We are here today to check out the 2021 Jeep Wrangler E hybrid version. And I know this isn't typically what we show, but it is an awesome vehicle. We've had a lot of questions about the hybrid model and wanted to show you this one. It's not the vehicle we can probably drive right now as moms, but it is the vehicle I wish I could drive.
We wish we could.
Yes.
So as JB mentioned, this is the 4xe model. So what that means is this is a 4-door Jeep and it's electric as well. So this is more of a hybrid version. You're gonna get the opportunity to be electric, but you also are gonna have gas if for some reason you weren't able to get your vehicle charged to the full amount that you needed it to be. So it's a nice option to have that backup as well. Here is where you would charge your vehicle. Really, really simple. Open up the plug, stick the plug in. This vehicle comes with a complimentary charger that you just get when you purchase it. It's one that can just plug right into your own home. You don't need any special hookups, and it takes about 8 to 10 hours roughly to get it fully charged. With a full charge, you get 30 miles. If obviously you go beyond that 30-mile mark, that's when your gas would kick back in. And I can show you, gas is obviously just in the back, same spot as normal. So here's where you would fuel up the vehicle as well. So you have that as a backup if you go beyond that 30-mile charge.
As everyone knows, Jeep Wranglers look so cool. I don't think we have to give that selling point. It's gonna have everything a normal Jeep Wrangler 4x4 would have. So you can remove the panels up here. They're called Freedom panels. You can remove the whole back and even here as well. And you can even remove the doors. I personally would never do that, but hey, you do you if you want to. It is still so cool as a Jeep, and it looks amazing.
On the back end of the Jeep, you can see right here, you have the rear camera that's already attached here to the spare tire. And then to get to the back, it's really, really simple. There's just an easy handle here. You open it up, and then there's nothing to pull. You just open it right from the glass hatch. A lot of good storage back here. And as you can see, that charger that I had mentioned that comes complimentary, comes in this bag. Here's the plug-in that goes into the vehicle. And then here's the plug-in that just goes into whatever outlet you want to use at your home. Nice little storage bag for that. And then it also comes with this storage bag that Jamie had mentioned. You can take the panels and the roof off, and so you can store that in here so you don't get scratches if you want to store it in your garage or wherever you want to keep it. So really nice. And then you can see here, these are the rails that you would see that would be exposed when you did take the panels off. So again, just a really, really cool vehicle. But now I'm rethinking this because this is some decent storage. Maybe I can actually make this vehicle work. Oh, and there's even some under storage too.
One thing I wanted to show that I noticed too is that you can also flip this up and look, you can even have more space.
Okay.
If you don't have your kids in the back. I mean, who needs kids?
I'm shocked though. There really is a lot of rear cargo space in this. Good storage for sure. But other than that, really simple. You just put this top right back down. Shut it right here. Easy enough.
So we're inside the Jeep, and it continues on the cool factor on the inside too, no doubt about that. So the steering wheel's nice, and the best thing they probably upgraded is the touchscreen here, because Jeep is known for not having super fancy frills, and I'll show a few of the things that are not fancy about this car in a little bit, but they did not skimp on the touchscreen, which we are a fan of. So it has a whole touchscreen here. You connect apps, control panels, so driver heated steering wheel. If your vehicle has that, you can look at the backup camera if I want to, even though I'm not in drive there. And then a lot of that touchscreen media, everything that's your standard settings there. The one great thing about the Uconnect app with a lot of other apps is you can do the remote start from wherever you are. You can do all those different things. If you want to start your car, set the timer of the car, all that good stuff. It has the app that goes with the Jeep as well. So as long as your car has that remote start, you can pair up the app to do that too, which is really nice. A couple other things that are fun about this is that it does have the windows here, the media. It does have a USB and a USB-C with the aux right there. This is fun. This is how you change it to four-wheel drive if you need it or have it. And then back here, we have another USB down here, a small storage compartment, and then a little one for the little stuff too. It obviously only is going to have 2 cup holders because the space is a little small, but it does fit a phone in there. I love that little feature now, which is so nice. A couple things that the Jeep is not going to do, which they do on purpose, is they're not going to have a lot of fancy frills. You're not going to ever get a massaging seat or anything like that. This thing doesn't even have power seats, and we can show you in a little bit. You have to push up to lift yourself up. Everything's gonna be automatic. You can barely move the passenger side, and honestly on some you can still get crank windows. So this is not the fancy frills. I want my comfortable, feel like I'm getting a massage drive, and they've never wanted to be that, so you probably will never see that in a Jeep.
So back seat of the Jeep, as Jamie mentioned, this is kind of a fun Jeep thing that is still makes it feel a little more rustic, not as fancy. These door ties, reason for that is if you do decide to take the door off, this is easy to unlatch. So this part is kind of cool. You can fold these down. One thing to mention, under this seat right here, this is actually where the battery is on this Jeep. But then you just pull this lever here, headrest goes down, lays flat. So nice storage, nice ability to lay these flat if you need to for the back seat to haul different things. And then also your power windows are right here for the back seat. So this one does have power windows, and then you do have 2 USBs as well as a regular plug-in. Love these floor mats. One thing to mention on Jeeps, which is super cool and fun, they call it the Easter egg. So they have different symbols all across the vehicle that you can look for. So you can see here, there's like a pick and a shovel here. There's a Jeep here. And then even when we pulled this up to look at the battery, there's a little Jeep emblem here. So you can kind of look for them around the vehicle, which is kind of cool and kind of fun.
So we mentioned that it doesn't have a lot of frills. It does have heated seats, heated steering wheel, depending on what level you get. But no matter the package, it's not going to come with a lot of those safety features we've been showing you in some of the other vehicles. So just want to make note of that in case that's really important to you, which I know it is for a lot of people. We won't have side blind zone alert, lane keep assist, forward collision alert, or any of those types of things on a Jeep Wrangler, no matter what level you get. So that's just something to note.
Different modes that you can put the vehicle in. So as we mentioned, it can do both battery and gas. So you can make the decision on how you want your car to operate. Hybrid is what it's going to default to. So that means it's going to use the battery first and then default right into gas if you do run out of your range. Or you can specify, I only want to do electric, I don't want to tap into gas. Or the opposite, e-save would be, I want to utilize my gas and save my battery power for a different time.
Okay, so it isn't your typical mom car, but I wanted to see what it would be like with car seats. Actually, each of these has an anchor on the back, so there are 3 anchors, and on both sides by the doors there's clip-ins for the anchors there too. So car seat, it does fit. I set my seat to where I would be sitting, and now I see here, so it totally does fit. The car seat can fit this way, and obviously if we switched it around and moved it to a forward facing, it would totally fit there too. So it does have space for car seats, which I kind of wondered about. So you know what? Fits the car seats, got decent trunk space. This might actually not be a bad mom vehicle if you only have 2 kids.
So after taking a look at this Jeep 4xe, it is fair to say that this thing is beyond a 10 out of 10
yes,
on the
100%.
cool factor scale, which makes me really wish I could drive one, but it's just not for me at this stage of my life. Right, correct. So, and also because it's a very, very popular vehicle right now because it's gaining a lot of ground with the ability to be able to be electric and gas, and kind of tiptoeing into that fully electric vehicle standpoint. So
yeah, and another thing that's really made it a huge impact is any hybrid or electric vehicle right now is getting offered a $7,500 rebate to you as the consumer, whether you lease or purchase. And honestly, the fact that they're letting you do it on a lease is mind-blowing. And so that is something that we want to let you know about, because if you're right now going, I still want a good deal, this is the way to go. This is a great route. And anything that's